Tonight, Oregon lawmakers are largely getting behind a bill that would help protect survivors of stalking and domestic violence. The legislation honors a Colorado woman killed by her stalker with evidence that could have led right to him, not discovered until it was too late. Alma McCarty has the story.
This bill, called Christiel's Law, made it through the House with unanimous approval. Quite simply, it would require a quicker response for certain search warrants related to domestic violence and stalking cases.
I firmly believe it will save lives immediately. I believe if this had been in place when Christiel was targeted, she'd still be alive.
Rebecca Ivanoff says her cousin, Christiel Krug, had done everything right, documenting each time her stalker contacted her and bringing all that evidence to investigators in the fall of 2023.
And in fact, the lead detective commented that she'd put her entire case together.
But being thorough and upfront with this information wouldn't be enough.
Law enforcement took appropriate next steps. The system functioned as it's currently structured, and she got killed.
Threatening emails and texts believed to be coming from an ex turned out to be from Christiel's husband, Daniel. Search warrants went out a month before her death, but many weren't returned until after it was too late.
In her case, the communications companies were the only ones that held the key to the identity of her true stalker and ultimately her killer. They were the only ones that could have told her that the call is quite literally coming from inside the house.
Ivanoff, an attorney and former domestic violence prosecutor in Oregon, drafted Christiel's Law as a way to address this lag in response time. It would require social media companies to respond to search warrants in cases involving domestic violence or stalking within 72 hours, and all other communications companies within 5 business days.
With those crimes, we're saying across the board, we recognize how urgent the situation is, and we require these companies to respond in a more timely manner.
The goal, to pass this legislation in the short session, and for the law to serve as a model for other states across the country.
And we quite possibly could get, fingers crossed, unanimous support out of the Senate, and that it will be law in Oregon in 6 months' time. That feels really incredible.
In Salem, Alma McCarty, KGW News.